Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I would like to present an innovation project entitled SkiDial, a learning tool for blood and fecal sample collection in goats and cattle. Why we call SkiDial? Actually, SkiDial is a short form for schematic diagram and illustrations. This is our team member. As for introduction, goat and cattle are two of the most economically significant livestock species in Malaysia, contributing to the agriculture sector and livelihoods of the people. Blood and fecal samples are the primary samples used in disease diagnosis and heart health evaluation. Currently, there is a lack of instructional materials established by the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, IVM, University Malaysia Kelantan UMK, regarding the guideline of blood and fecal sample collection. And this project aims to develop a learning module on blood and fecal sample collection in goats and cattle for easier reference in FVM UMK. What are the current problems that we are faced right now? There is lack of instructional material in schematic diagram and illustration for blood and fecal sample of goat and cattle in FVM UMK, and reference to various sources and teaching materials may lead to confusion and a lack of standardization sampling procedure. And veterinary students often experience confusion about which blood tubes to use for collecting animal blood samples, highlighting the need for clear guidelines. This project introduced an educational module for veterinary students in IVM UMK and addressing the critical need for standardized instructional materials on blood and fecal sample collection in goats and cattle. The innovation lies in the integration of self-created illustrations and schematic diagrams, which can be used as a guideline to enhance visual learning and understanding of these procedures. As for usefulness and practicality, this schematic diagram is actually an effective learning where combination of textual instructions with illustrations can enhance comprehension of procedure and improve recall of provided information. And it is also easy to access, compilation of information into electronic form and physical form with QR code, and it is easy and quick and easy reference anytime, anywhere. For the added value, a schematic diagram can be utilized to simplify a complex process by visual representation to make it easier for users to understand and follow procedures. And schematic diagrams allow the procedure to be easily understood by veterinary professionals and students and make the collection process more efficient, reducing errors, thus ensuring consistent and high-quality samples collected. And for commercial potential and recognition, the first one is production of education module. This module can be utilized in veterinary students and veterinarians, and this module also can be licensed to other schools or institutions. As for testimonials, collect and share testimonials from students who have benefited from the module. And as for presentation, present the module and its outcomes at veterinary classes, which we will gain the recognition. And the last one is awards, where we enter the educational and scientific competitions like IteLIC and apply for teaching and innovation awards in veterinary science, which we plan later, and apply copyright, where we already submit the application. As for the methodology, the first step is digital illustration designing, where Krita 5.2.1 application was used as the digital designing software to design the illustration with digital graphic tablet with digital pen stylus. And the second step is integration of illustrations. Canva was used for the development of the schematic diagrams and posters. And the third step is phase validation. Phase validation was done to collect feedback from undergraduate students on face-to-face basis. And the fourth step is content validation, where we provide a self-administered online questionnaire for veterinary students and academicians. And data analysis. Data collected from content validation were analyzed using Google Sheets and SPSS software to come up with statistically validated results. And the last step is implementation, where implementation of the design was done by compiling them into a user-friendly learning module in electronic form. And this is the result. Figure 1 shows the overall poster with the details of blood and fecal sample collection consisting of the types of blood tubes, equipment needed, and procedures of blood and fecal sample collection in goats and cattle. The poster was used for phase and content validation. From the phase validation of 10 respondents, 6 respondents have no comments on improving the design, while 4 respondents have recommendations on the punctuation, missing details, and presentation of information. And for content validation, a total of 78 participants from Year 1 and Year 2 preclinical students participated in the questionnaire, of which 52 respondents were DVM1 and 26 respondents were DVM2 students. And this is the details for the posters. This is the first part where we can see the list of the blood tube with the respective additive and the respective suitable tasks. And this is the part 2, the jugular venipuncture, where we can see the schematic diagram with the instructions. And this is the part 3, the coccygeal venipuncture, with the schematic diagram and the instructions. And this is the part 4, the last part, where feces collection. We can see the schematic diagram and the instructions. And this is the results for the statistical analysis. For the figure 2 is a Likert score for relevancy, clarity, and presentation of the poster, where we can see figure 2 shows that a total of 69 from the 78 total respondents strongly agreed that the content in the poster is relevant to the procedure. 67 respondents strongly agreed that the poster provides clarity in explaining the procedure, and 66 respondents strongly agreed that the presentation of the poster is suitable in presenting the procedure. From the result, we can depict that the design is relevant, suitable, and the presentation provides sufficient clarity to the viewer. For figure 3 is a Likert score of understanding on blood and fecal sample before and after reviewed poster. And figure 3 shows that there are 10 respondents strongly agree that they have thorough understanding on the anatomical side, equipment required, and procedure of blood sample collection in goat and cattle before review the poster. After review the poster, there are 63 respondents strongly agreed that they had thorough understanding on blood sampling, and a strong agreement on understanding of fecal sampling also increased from 11 respondents to 64 respondents after reviewing the poster. As for the conclusion, the education module is a promising tool to enhance comprehension of blood and fecal sample collection in goats and cattle. The validation process has confirmed the effectiveness of the design, and the implementation of posters in electronic form has the potential to serve as a valuable instructional guide. And for more information, these are the details. Thank you for listening.